afternoon. Hope you all are doing well. It's like I said in the title, we all can paint in one form or another. Some people just overthink it and go, "Oh, my tree has to be perfect. Oh my, I have to paint a cat or a dog." Well, it's, I can't paint animals. Other people can very, very well. I have friends that paint beautiful animals. It's just not my thing. So find your niche. Find what makes you feel good. Um, you know, I started doing this for therapy, keep my mind from hurting so much all the time because basically my body was angry at me. What are we gonna paint today? We keep it simple. Do a simple mountain scene, which I do all the time. Hey, Sonia, how are you? Um, well, do something with blue in it. I don't know. Let's work with that. You know what I'm saying? We'll just kind of play with stuff today. See what goes on. I know, it looks like a waterfall. You never know quite what it's going to be. All right, let's put some sky in. Let's go a little dark blue, a touch of white, some pink. I'm okay. I'm doing fine, just been super busy. Like always. You can't complain about things. We all have ups and downs in life. Let's put a little red right in there. Yeah. Keeps me from losing it. I was going to paint that maybe a waterfall, but I don't know. Maybe not. It's just. Whoa, I think that music's a little bit loud. There we go. That's better. It's just a makeup brush. It's not some fancy, special blender you gotta go pick up. Oh, it might be a little bit low, but that's okay. Looks like a dragon. And I'm just gonna pull that over here. Maybe throw a little bit right in here too. Maybe a little bit back here. Something like that. Maybe it's far away. That's about the difficulty of painting some clouds. Like I said, don't overthink them. Now, I might add some mountains in there. I don't know. I might end up putting a mountain in this whole thing for all I know. Yeah, I think maybe I will. Let's start out. It's going to be weird, but let's go with a couple different purples today. I don't know. Something right in here, I think. Paint too serious all the time. It's just something like that. You go into the white, the lavender. Let's Bring that down there. Something like that. Maybe a little bit back here too. Right now you're going, what is he painting? Lavender mountains. Well, I like the looks of the background on them sometimes. I think they work really good for like a hidden background a little bit. I think it's a kind of cool color for shadow. And even if all of it disappears, it's okay. It's still going to bring itself in. Maybe put a little gray one right up in here.
Are you scared? I am you.
No. I'm going to grab the blender again. No, it's chicken and dumplings Thursday. Homemade. Just barely touching this. As the great one used to say, a couple of hairs and some air. You know, whoop, blurred myself out. Let's go with a little bit of white. Just put it on the brush and just kind of run it in the bottom of this a little bit. We still may use that waterfall. I don't know. Let's softly touch that. It might be too close for my camera. I don't know. My camera seems to be kind of a little blurry. Let's back you up just a hair. You guys can see the mess that I have. This is where I hold up my paints. They're not all of them, but a chunk. Let's rinse the big brush. Straighten the all. This tray that you see, this green thing right here, this is a scrapbooking container. It's green. I got a piece of paper towel and then some wax paper. I put my paints on that. I keep the bowl right in it. That way, if I spill it, it's inside this container. That doesn't go everywhere. And this is just one of those blue camping bowls. They come with a pot and all that happy stuff. It's I got some crazy colors back there. I gotta tone that one down just a tiny bit. It's a little bit purple. There we go. Something like that. Alright, let's figure out what we're gonna do here in the bottom. Let's go with something different. Oh, yeah, spray a little bit of water on that. I can hear it when I paint with it. That's just a cheapy dollar bottle. Let's put a little bit of green in there. Maybe pull that way a little bit. Go a little darker green down here. Throw a touch of blue in it. Oh, no. Tray is perfect. Green. Blue is not a color. The sky is not blue. I don't care what anybody says. Put a little black down in here. Let's, yeah, I'll put that right in there. I think something like right in here. Something like that. And I'm sure for those of you who've watched me a lot, have seen this probably before, but not everybody watches me. Right. I paint because I need to still do the mental escape. So that's why I paint. Let's put a little bit of that color in there like that. It's actually dark green. There's a tiny bit of black on the bottom, but I don't have to say so. I'll put that right in there. Yeah, close that up just a little bit, but I had to rinse my brush off. It was a little heavy. Let's go back on the green. Let's figure out where we're going to go right here. And bring it right to the edge. And if it doesn't come out, well, we had fun doing it. But really, it's about painting. Get your, out of your headspace. Kind of giving yourself a, it's okay to not be perfect feeling. You gotta think that way sometimes, you know. Let's grab some green. Bring it right up in here. Got that right in there. I'll bring that to a little bit darker green. I'll bring it right down in here. Put the light over the tops of the white spots. Something like that. And we're okay with it. We're not stressing about what things look like yet. We're just in the early stages of making mayhem. This is just a fan brush. I'm just tapping it in here. See, we're not getting too close to that blue if I can help it, just because I might want to put that back in there. I don't know yet. Let's see where I end up. Rinse that off. And I just have an old towel sitting here. Let's go with maybe a touch of bright green on the edge. Yeah, don't take out all the dark spots. You need those shadows in there. You really do. And we'll just do a little bit over here. A little bit brighter on this side, maybe, just because I feel like it. And this is just watercolor paper, so if you're sitting there going, well, I don't want to spend all the money on that expensive paper. Bunch of canvases. Yeah, we have those, but it's not necessary all the time. I'm going to rinse this off. I'm going to grab a little bit of the yellow. Maybe a touch of orange. Right in here. And same right in here. Rinse that off. I'm going to go into my, let's go into the black. Guess you're wondering if trees are complicated. No, they're not. They live how they want. Just here, kind of guiding it around. You can put as many or as few as you feel like it. Go with flat. Grab a tiny bit of dark. And I'll put that right over here. Get a little bit more black. We'll brighten those up. Don't worry. Yeah, I like the view, don't I? I'm terrible about that. You think that all these years I'd figure out how to do it without doing that, but no, I haven't yet. Let's maybe put one more right here. And we'll use a different brush. Get it going. Maybe he's got a buddy right next to him. And maybe it's a couple of them in here. Put on a bunch more if we want. Let's go with a little bit of green. Something like that. It doesn't really care. And a couple more right in here maybe. Just tapping with the corner of my brush. Go into the dark. Oh, that's mostly dark. That's okay. You notice I'm not sitting there focusing on what I'm. Ooh. I just glitched for a second. Let's go back to our fan brush. A little dark, a little bit of green, bright green on the edge. It's just, most of it's dark green. Let's wipe that off just a tiny bit. Get that clump off there. Here we go. And we'll just kind of tap that one in there. And put a little something right in there. We don't even need to really get too carried away with it. I'm not stressed about it. And if we want to just bring a little bit out there, great. Sure. Why not? Let's go back into our dark blue, touch of light blue, a touch of white. Yep, it's all on the same brush. It's probably too big for this, but hey, whatever. Color's a little bright. I'll swipe into my green. Go back into the white. More whites and blue. And we're just going to touch the top. Barely anything. And go grab some white. I just barely wiped out the brush, and then I'm just gonna I know some people are like, oh, you really shouldn't paint up. That's okay. Just tap this down, little spots in it. We can paint any way we feel like. It's our painting. Do what we want. Now I'm just painting this. This is the tape, so it's not going to be there. Do I wish some of it was on there? Maybe, but it's okay. Let's go in and maybe put a little bit of stuff right over this occasionally. And a little bit of green in here. I go with a little bit darker. I'll put a little something back here. Oops, that's too dark. Let's wipe that off just a tiny bit. Put a few miscellaneous trees in here. Rinse that off because we're going to put it away. I think we're pretty done with that right now. Let's go back into that little flat. Let's take our black. Let's actually paint gray today. I'm going to go into my white and touch my orange, which I have a little blue in there, so just going to add a little strange color to it. Go back into my white. Still not stressing. Stressing. Just kind of go into my dark here. Wipe that off, grab the white again. Kind of gray colored. Go back into the white and grab a touch of lavender. I'm just going to kind of turn it gray. This brush is too big. A little shaky today, too. Got a little bit carried away with that. Wipe that off. Go back into our. I guess we're going to get back into our fan brush a little bit. A little bit brighter green. Get a little of that green too. Darken that up a tiny bit. Something like that. Now, if I wanted to, I could put a big giant tree off to one side. I don't think I will today. You know, I think that's pretty good. If we were energetic, we could take our fan brush, just kind of tap it out a little bit. And tap it so it's kind of separating. Something like that. Just a tiny touch of color. Tiny, tiny bit. I think that'll do. Let's see what we have. We need a little tiny paintbrush. As well, we can't do one of these without adding a signature to it. Let's see. Probably, let's sit them on this. Every one of my paintings has a bird in it. I think I do have an exception or two. That's a choice when I do that. Depends where I'm at in my head. And we'll put a 26. And it's not 5 anymore, it's 6. So let's fix that. That's easy. $6.26. And let's pull some tape. This is the best part. Pulling tape. Yeah, that bird is really out there, isn't he? A little bit too exposed. There we go. We just lighten him up a little bit. Just a tiny bit. We want him there, but we want people to see him. Come on, gotta rinse off my blending brush. What direction are we in here? Right here. I have one piece of tape holding the back of this on, so it may or may not want to stay there. But I always pull down and away. Tape's right there. Always pull away from your work. Don't ever pull into it. Otherwise, if it's dried a little bit, it'll actually pull it right into the paint, take the paint with it. I'll probably add 2 more pieces on the back of that, but there we go. Something simple. Something in 30 minutes. Not a bunch of stress. Okay. Don't overthink it. Just breathe and say, hey, yeah, this is what I want to do today. Yeah, maybe a place to escape. You know, but thank you for hanging out with me, watching me paint. I appreciate it. Sonia, as always. I appreciate you very much. Sorry I'm absent. Someday I'll get back to where I was. I hope. Just gotta find that right place. Thank you all, and be well. We'll see you later.